Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Bortles. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Barnett. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Into the red zone, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Malik Jackson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Forced out to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40. Bortles now on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Left side complete. Safarian-Jenkins. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Haloti Ngata forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Bortles. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive. A team towards a victory.
be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Now a play fake. Bortles. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On play action, it's Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Throwing is Bortles. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wentz now on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Kane. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on first is Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it out.
Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bortles now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On play action, now Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. On first down, Bortles. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. And now it's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Aguilar has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Charles. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Wentz now on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deon Cain, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Dances by him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, 79 yards. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Bortles. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20. 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Wentz going to throw. And it popped. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Wentz. Going underneath for Charles. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
Here we go with Charles. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On play action, Wentz being chased out left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Welcome back now here in London. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And off comes to Smallwood. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They got a shot.
Flush to his right. Paul bringing it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Fournette, a first down carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Move. 11B.
Now Bortles. Got to have this one. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Spread right. Snap. 11.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This from 54 yards away. And Lambo will put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer at a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. Steps away to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. 10. 5.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Lucy.
To throw is Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Buckle up tight, partner. We've got a huge finish ahead of us.
Absolutely. That touchdown puts them ahead by a score as we hit the 2-minute warning. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes...
And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bortles going to throw here. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Fournette, 1st down, still going. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Lucy.
Now Bortles. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possession.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Telvin Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Matthews, the intended target.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
380. 380.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. Bust through the tackle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jaguars, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. Like a boss right now, I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot put no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's poppin', I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now.